You know what I think? I think that the lost text in Sonic Lost World may be their version of the Bermuda Triangle. In the Japanese version, it's known as a future continent, with Tails describing it as a continent of illusions. So, like the Bermuda Triangle, it's very mysterious, and history books may have little information about it, not knowing if it really exists or not, as to why it is called the Lost Text. Hey, what's happening everyone? My name is Speedstreak and welcome back to The Theory First, where we talk about theories for video games, movies, TV shows, comic books, or anything geek-related and see how well they turn out. Now, as we figure out there could be more than one green hill zone and that humans and Mobians do live on the same planet, one question remains. Are classic Sonic and modern Sonic the same Hedgehog? Or do they exist in different universes, or as Tails calls it, dimensions? Ever since Sonic first appeared in 1991, he started off looking quite young during the classic era, as he was first designed by Naoto Oshima, but later in Sonic Adventure, he was given a more mature look to him, making him older and cooler. When Sonic met his younger self for the first time in Sonic Generations, both Sonic and Tails have deduced the fact that they are traveling across time and space while meeting their younger selves from the past. This was further proven when we see near the end of the game that Eggman has teamed up with his younger self, Dr. Robotnik, to take down both Sonics and use the Time Eater to rule over time and space. But of course, both Sonics defeated them, restoring time and everyone returning for Sonic's birthday, with Classic Sonic and Classic Tails returning to their own time. Fast forward to Sonic Forces when we see Classic Sonic returning just in time to join the Resistance, and this time, Tails and Eggman believe that he's from another dimension, and this is where everyone got a bit confused, thinking that Classic Sonic from Forces is not the same one from Generations. Do I think that this is a possibility? I don't think so. Now, for this theory, it's going to be all wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey, dimensiony, and confusing-y, so prepare yourselves, alright? Okay, here we go. Some people think that Classic Sonic came from a different universe or alternate timeline in Mania and Forces, but let's look at the difference between dimensions and universes. To start off, the multiverse consists of different Earths, which are some vastly different. For example, Sonic's world is way different than Mario's world or Mega Man's world, while others are similar but still different. Sonic's Boom World, or the RG Comic Sonic, or IDW Sonic Comic worlds are similar to modern Sonic's but different. Now let's take a look at dimensions. In physics terms, it means a number of coordinates to pinpoint a certain place, for example, a certain place in time. People think that universes and dimensions are the same, but they are not. There are actually different meanings for this. For this theory, only one definition will clear everything. Earlier I stated both Sonics and Tails realized that they were traveling across time and space, and there's one word that they're referring to: time. With three dimensions, length, width, and height dealing with location in space, time is revealed to be the fourth dimension, consisting of the past, present, and future, which together make time-space. Some people say that Classic Sonic and Forces came from an alternate timeline, but I don't think so. An alternate timeline is one point in the past is drastically changed, affecting the present and the future, for example the Flashpoint Paradox from the DC Comics, or Crisis City from Sonic 06. I know there are certain examples or different rules in time travel, like in Avengers Endgame or Dragon Ball Z, with them traveling to the past, creating new timelines, but having your own timeline still intact. But for Sonic, I believe it's more likely in the rules of Back to the Future or the Flash logic, with many of the characters having vague remembrances of the events of Sonic 06 at the end. What's interesting is that when Sonic first met Silver in Sonic Rivals, they actually don't remember meeting each other in the first place. And even Silver in Sonic Rivals 2 state that he went back in time to stop Eggman's descendant from ever creating or releasing the Airfrit and destroying his future, which he later stated in Sonic Colors is very right, until he came back in time to help the Resistance and Sonic Forces defeat the Eggman Empire. Even in the former Archie series, Classic Sonic mentions the party in Sonic Generations before resuming his mission to save Little Planet at the beginning of Sonic CD. So what's the final answer for Classic Sonic's existence? Well, he is Sonic's younger self and is the same one from Generations and in Forces. I believe that in Sonic Mania, Phantom Ruby has created a time loop with classic Sonic jumping into the future to help the Resistance, and after that, return to his own time, thus creating a time loop. So is it possible that the Phantom Ruby can be connected to the Time Eater and another side character? Well, to be honest, I would like to delve into this, but I think I'll save that theory for another time. But there is only one question left for this theory. What about Eggman? If he found the Phantom Ruby when he was younger in Sonic Mania and Sonic Mania Plus, could he have remembered it when he found it in Sonic Forces? Well, I might have the answer to that as well. For one, it could be that Eggman may have had memory loss. Studies have shown that you could have memory loss either from sleep deprivation, depression, or stress, or even head injuries, and for all the times that Eggman is defeated by Sonic, he may have gotten some injuries, especially in the brain. The brain itself contains neurons which store memories, and if any of these neurons get damaged, they can heal, but memories can't. Not only that, but with all of Sonic's adventures across the world, both Sonic and Eggman may have forgotten about the events in both Mania and Mania Plus due to Sonic focusing on saving the world from Eggman, and Eggman focusing on defeating Sonic, or at the end of Mania Plus, Phantom Ruby took their memories with it. This might be the reason why Eggman may have found the Phantom Ruby in the first place in Sonic Forces. Heck, if you keep trying to capture different islands or use different methods, world domination, or heck, in Sonic's case, if you focus on your current situation of defeating Robotnik or other powerful entities, you might forget some things along the way. Back to alternate timelines, I know that Crisis City was also in Sonic Generations, but in the deleted scene, Sonic mentions to Tails that he doesn't remember this zone, which can prove what happened in Sonic 06, and that this is a separate timeline in and of itself. What's interesting, in the Flash show, they mentioned that even though Flashpoint doesn't exist in their universe anymore, it does exist in a separate universe, which in this case for Sonic Generations could make sense for Crisis City and Sonic 06 to exist in a separate universe. Back to Eggman, I think after Robotnik and Eggman escaped the white space, the events of Sonic 3 and Knuckles still happened, and later, Robotnik may have found the Phantom Ruby, which sets the course from Sonic Mania, and he used the Phantom Ruby to bring the little planet back before the 11 months were up, and then can return to Sonic's world for 1 month. And in Mania Plus, he used the Phantom Ruby again to capture Little Planet again, but after Sonic and his friends defeated him, he disappeared along with the Phantom Ruby. I believe that Eggman may have used one of the Time Stones to escape the rift, but unfortunately lose his memory of what happened in Mania and Mania Plus. And after that, the original timeline would resume with Sonic and his friends fighting Robotnik from the classic games to Sonic 4 to the Adventure era to modern times. With that, this concludes my theory that classic Sonic from both Generations and Forces is the same as modern Sonic from the original timeline, with a couple of time loops along the way. I know that there were a couple of speed bumps I had to go over, but I hope this will clear up some of the confusion in the Sonic series. So that was my theory if classic Sonic and modern Sonic are the one and the same Hedgehog. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think that classic Sonic and modern Sonic are the same Hedgehog with a couple of time loops along the way instead of separate timelines from Generations and Forces? What are your thoughts about this? And what other theories do you want me to do for the Sonic series or any other video game series? Well, let me know in the comment section down below. So that's all the time I have today for this video, but don't worry, is that plenty of more theories to look forward to more soon. So stay tuned for more. So thank you all so much for watching, and if you like this video, don't forget to smash that like button, leave a comment down below to see what you think about this video, and don't forget to share it around if you want to, and be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell to get day for latest content. So once again, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Speedstreak out.